Hey there. Yeah, this year we've got a few new modules here. We've got the fixed filter, which you're currently hearing through our Rix Mix. And feeding the fixed filter is our new project with Tom Erb, the sound hack Telharmonic. I'll start by giving you a brief overview of the fixed filter. The fixed filter has a 6 dB input, 12 dB input. You can use them simultaneously. The outputs are ranged from low to high. They're spaced roughly 11 to 13 semitones apart, and they cover about 6 octaves. The 6 dB per octave, the 6 dB input is quite a bit more mellower, it's wider, less resonant. The 12 dB input is quite a bit more aggressive and resonant, and of course narrower. The fixed filter could be used for isolating a slice of the spectrum for processing in one of our analog signal processors, such as the MMG, or digital signal processors, such as the Verb. Right now, it's normaled into the Rix Mix. So each of these 6 band outputs is normaled into each of these 6 inputs of the Rix Mix. And that allows us to percussively animate the spectrum. The Rix Mix is a 6-channel low-pass gate. It's actually more of a macro low-pass gate. We have 2 controls that a lot of people will be familiar with if you've used an Optimix. The level control and the strike input, the strike control are found on our Optimix as well. The level control allows you to turn up the amplitude of each of the channels, as well as also change the cutoff of the mild filter that's in the low-pass gate. The strike input opens that gate up really quickly and then allows it to close on its own. And because the circuit's kind of slow, you get a real pretty tail. It imparts this real pretty tail on the sound. So even though it's only on for a short period of time, you still hear it. When you start scanning through the different channels, those tails start to intermingle and blend together. Right now I'm modulating the channel control with random voltage, but I'll remove that. The channel control selects which of the 6 channels the level and the strike parameter are operating on. So in this case, I've got channel 1 being striked. And I can move through 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll get rid of that strike and turn it up, and you can hear.
So that's the different bands from the fixed filter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the 6 different bands from the fixed filter are normaled into these 6 inputs. I have attenuators for each input, and then I can select which of the 6 is active with the channel control. And I can modulate the amplitude and frequency content with the level control. Or I can strike it. I've also got this radiate parameter. And what that does is it turns on adjacent channels. So we could have more than just one channel active at a time. We could crossfade, for example, from the left 3 to the right 3. All right.
So that's the Rix. So that's the Rix Mix.
That is the Rix Mix, yeah.
When will that be available, and how much are we talking?
The Rix Mix is actually built and will be shipping as soon as we return from NAMM, as will the fixed filter.
And what's the price?
To be decided.
Okay.
We live on the edge. I've also got a new project that's not quite finished yet, the Telharmonic, which is our next collaboration with SoundHack's Tom Erb. The Telharmonic is a 3-voice additive synthesis module. And I will let you hear it. There's a control to set the tonic, which is sort of like a pitch control. Spans roughly 5 octaves. And there's a control for the interval, and that sets the spacing between the 3 voices. It detunes from unison to fifth, to octaves, to a triad. The degree parameter places that triad within the scale.
So instant chords from the modulator.
Exactly, yeah. And what's fun is you can patch your sequence into it, and then you can use the panel control and the inverter to get variations on your sequence.
So is it a fully analog circuit?
No, this is 100% DSP. There's also some temporal controls. There's the moving centroid with flux. You can hear how that sounds.
Musical, is that kind of?
It's quite musical. It can get quite unmusical as well. There's an FM input, for example. There's a gate output that generates a gate each time the chord changes. There's also an invert input to invert your chord. So, for example, we could patch one channel of this sequence to invert our chord. We're shooting for having this out this spring, but with a lot of projects of this nature, sometimes it takes a little longer. We're going to work on it until it sounds really great, and then we'll put it out. The only thing I can tell you will definitely be available very soon as we return from the NAMM show, is the fixed filter and the Rix mix.
So you've also got the new shared system right next to us here.
Oh, right, yeah. We did our shared system in black with gold accents. I think we still have a sequence going on that as well. So yeah, this is the shared system. Add an verb.
When is the shared system available now in black?
It is, yeah. It's a special edition, black with gold accents, available now.
Oh, well, thank you very much, and have a good NAMM.